Fans worldwide, B.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
How you feeling, brother?
Everything good. Couple last words for your fans
What's up, man?
worldwide.
Man, tune in, Big Baby. April 28th is gonna be HBO. If you like Big Baby, you gonna like what you continue seeing. I'm not boring like these AJ fighters. I'm bringing the pain. It's in my brain. I'm bringing it all coming out April 28th. So tune in, Big Baby, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything coming out. Man, YouTube page, man. Just tune in, man. I'm bringing fireworks.
Big Baby in the house. I want to get straight to the drama.
No. Me and him, what you gonna say first? What you gonna say?
Nothing about 50 Cent and Wilder.
Let me answer it. I'm gonna answer them all. I'm not gonna talk about it, but answer it.
It's bad publicity.
Yeah, I ain't gonna bring it up. Talk.
Well, I'm telling you honestly, you shouldn't. Because you're not doing that.
I'm gonna blow it off. I'm blowing the question off. Yeah, go.
Alright, so Big Baby Jarrell Miller, straight to the drama. You and Deontay Wilder seemed like something, you guys were cool for a second. 50 Cent makes some posts. It seemed like some real beef happened. What's going on?
My thing is this, you know what I mean? People want to throw stones when they live in a glass house. You want to go to a breakfast club, talk smack about me, and other things come out to light now. He want to take it to another level. My thing is this. Strictly boxing. If you want to take it to boxing, you can do it. If you want to take it to another level, you can do that too. Just let me know what level you on. That's all it is. I got to tell me one time. But like I say, April 28th is about me on HBO. Me knocking out Johan Duhaupas. Anybody got a title can get it next. You know what I mean? So
Got a lot of common opponents with these guys. When's gonna be the time when you could just put your foot down, like, okay, look, I got the better performances, everything. People should start looking at me as like that boogeyman, that guy that needs those fights.
yeah, I feel like it comes to the promotional side. I'm not signed with Eddie Hearn, but I have a co-promoter with this leader promotion, and I think it's time for us to start reaching out to bigger promoters, either a golden boy or a top rank to get us in these other positions, because I feel like what we're doing right now definitely it's not working right now, and we getting the wins, we getting decent money, we have a good network, but I feel like we need to get somebody on the team that can put us on the next level. That's how I feel at this point. You know what I mean?
Is this a little message to Bob Arum and Oscar?
Yeah,
out
but
there?
for sure.
Like,
I mean, for sure. I mean, like I said, I'm a businessman. I'm always open to opportunities if it makes sense, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. See, the promotion's a good guy. You know what I mean? I know him for a long time. He does things unorthodox sometimes, but that's the thing about how you have partners. You got to go to the negotiating table, and if something benefits my career, I'm going to exercise it. You know what I mean? He has to be on board with that. You know what I mean? Plain and simple. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the main thing I said is just going back to the drawing board after this fight and see what's available and what we can do.
How underrated do you feel? I get to see you in real life. I'm out at all your fights. I'm always telling people, like, yo, it's going to be hard to stop a guy who's that massive, and with those boxing skills, people might not see it on TV, etc., and don't know the matchup. Do you feel super underrated in those conversations with all the top heavyweights?
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like I have to make a statement in this fight, because, I did it a lot of my earlier fights, the head movement, the slipping and bopping and weaving, and I kind of abandoned it as my man strength kind of kicked in, where I was poofing people's stuff out. And the last couple fights where I had to really focus more on condition and more of quantity instead of quality. So this fight, I went back to the basics, just fixing quality punches, stiff jab, right hand to the body, left hook to the body, right uppercut. This quality punch and quality movement, and I really focus on quantity and more on quality. And I feel like this fight's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Johan brings it. He comes forward. If you watch my last couple fights, a lot of guys don't really come forward. I had to kind of chase him. Even in a walk fight, I had to chase him at times, and I made him quit. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a fun fight, and I think it's going to be a spectacular knockout.
Does it give you that extra incentive, like, okay, these are the guys that already have the highlight reels hurting Wilder, etc.
Yeah.
It's time for me to put on that extra show so people have something to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the main thing is you got to understand too. These guys are fighting Wilder on 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks notice. Washington had 3.5 weeks notice. Johan had three something weeks notice. I mean, so the only person really had a full camp was really Ortiz. A lot of his fights. So these guys are having full camps when they fight me, and I'm still stopping them better than he did, even though he might stop him a little earlier. But I'm beating dudes up. So, like I said, man, I just want the media to do their homework. You know what I mean? Do their homework. Look at these past interviews you guys are doing. Look at the past stats, past results, and just look. I'm proof in the pudding, man. I've been here, been knocking people out, beat people up. Remember some kickboxing and boxing, so I'm proving. You know what I mean? It's just, some of these BS fans don't see it, but it is what it is, though.
I feel like there's a dark horse, and he's coming back, Tyson Fury. He is the man who beat the man. So beating him is like a really big deal. Is that a fight if Joshua and Wilder don't come to fruition that you'd want?
Oh hell yeah! I'd fight. I'd fight a Tyson Fury if it equals out to what it needs to be, and it gets me to where I need to go. But Tyson Fury need to put himself back in a good position too. You know what I mean? He's not really in the rankings. He don't have any belts. You know what I mean? That's more of a fight when I get a belt, then I fight him as an opponent. Really, you know, that's to tell you the truth. You know, like I said, everybody know I like Tyson Fury. I'm a fan of Tyson Fury, but when me step in the ring, I'm gonna bust his behind.
Do you think, you know, he's posting pictures, he's been getting in shape. Does he look like he's ready to be back in contention?
I mean, it looked like he definitely look like he's under 300 pounds. This time last year, he's like 350, 360. So, I mean, he definitely look like he's under 300. And then June is a little ways away. So I hope he's in good shape. I hope he does a good showing of himself. It depends on the opponent they're gonna pick too for his comeback fight. And we'll see. We'll see.
Got to get your opinion on the supposed offer to Wilder, the $12 million to fight Joshua over there. Is that fair? What do you think about that? It would be Wilder's biggest payday.
Yeah, it all depends. It all depends. It all depends because, you know, sometimes it's a package deal. You know what I mean? You gotta see what's fully on the table. You just can't offer me nothing and then hide the rest of the paperwork from me. You know what I mean? And Wilder has a right to turn it down until he sees exactly on the table. He's hearing up to $100 million what's on the table, and he'll say he'll take the 40, you take 60. That's what I'm hearing. But even AJ heard he's hearing, so that's outrageous. Not $100 million on the table. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's close to 50. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I feel like he need to go to the drawing board and get everything off the table and figure out exactly what's there.
So no more Batman?
Parker, Joshua, I feel like that fight was terribly refereed. How did you look at that?
Bad.
It wasn't terribly refereed. They put him there to do that. It wasn't. It wasn't. He wasn't there. He wasn't there. He was there. He was there because he had another fight with a black guy. And the guy was bobbing and weaving and moving his head. And they didn't stop the fight.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is this, man. Even the Ortiz-Deontay fight was kind of badly, was even badly kind of refereed. You know what I mean? So that fight was definitely.
Are those like two extremes, not letting guys fight enough and letting guys fight too much?
Yeah, it's just that you know who the referee's is pulling for. You know, the referee's definitely pulling for Deontay in that fight, and the referee's definitely pulling for AJ in that fight. AJ got hit with a tremendous left hook and dazed him. He talking about it's a headbutt. The referee was breaking. Like, come on, man. Like, it's that obvious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just be fair, man. That's all I gotta say. Be fair. You know what I mean? These guys are not being fair with some of these fighters. They pulling for the other guys, and it's blatant. You can see it.
You get your opinion on it. There's like a, you know, Tank and Floyd kind of going back and forth. Floyd kind of announced that he wants to throw him in the ring with Lomachenko. I know, like, at times you're close to like the TMT camps and everything. What do you make of all this, like, the drama between? Is it just to sell the upcoming fight, or is it real?
You never know. I don't. You know what I mean? Floyd's very unorthodox in the way he does things, so I can't speak on what Floyd does and his BI. You know, Floyd does Floyd. You know what I mean? Gervonta is, he's a very quiet guy, but when he's very outspoken when somebody try to threaten him or do something. So, I mean, when it comes to Davis, I feel like Davis got to know what he got to do for his career. You know what I mean? He can't let nobody dictate for him. He got to know what he wants, you know what I mean, concerning that situation. I haven't really done too much homework on it or heard about it too much, but, I mean, if that's what he wants, I mean, go for it. But if that's not what he feel like he needs right now, he's still a young kid, he don't need it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he needs to do what he needs to do for himself. That's how I see it.
Before, like, he had Floyd kind of backing the statements of, saying,
he's young, he not ready to fight.
Exactly.
Yeah, correct.
So, like, does it make Tank look like a duck if he doesn't speak up?
No, because you got to think about it. Lomachenko had some decent, easy fights to that title, you know what I mean? Even though he took one loss in the beginning. And right now, who's Lomachenko really going to fight? You know what I mean? He beat up on a smaller guy in Rigondeaux. Why ain't he going to fight somebody big like a Terrence Crawford? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different angles you can look at it from. He can go call the younger, smaller, less experienced guy, but go do that to Terrence Crawford then. You know what I mean? So you can look at Lomachenko as being a softy too if you want. You know what I mean? So my thing is this, you got to do what you got to do for yourself at the end of the day.
Right, and the Lomachenko fight with Rigondeaux Lomachenko, why Lomachenko didn't come down one weight class to meet him? The guy came down 2 weight classes to fight him, but he wouldn't go down. Well, he should have came down 1 weight class and met him halfway. If he really believed in himself. So he was fighting a weak guy, and they really didn't have nothing.
What do you think of Duhalpas just in general as a big, strong guy? What do you think of him?
As him as a big, strong guy?